I will never be alone in a room with a woman that I work with, like ever again.
What?
It's too risky. That case was dismissed twice in two different states. And there's hardly no mention of it online. When that case was brought up, it was on every single blog, every single front page. And I lost so many brand deals, relationships off of a story that was not even slightly believable. She said I sacrificed a goat in a sexual ritual. All people read was the headline, right? And that's all it takes to lose everything. That's a crazy concept. I lost millions of dollars off of an arbitrary story that some woman told. Like a crazy, crazy story that some woman told.
It's more than just a podcast, it's exposure.
Even though Jason had to learn it the hard way, he is absolutely right. Working with modern women nowadays has become so risky for us men to a point where even sitting in your office and doing what you were employed to do is impossible. Imagine losing millions because a female made up a wild story in her mind.
Stay away from women at your job. It is not worth it. This is how a lot of guys are getting screwed. Girls at your job? Hell no. I don't care how hot she is. I don't care how many choosing signals she's giving me. We are not doing it. My money and women are going to be away from each other. No. You might think she flirting with you and she just being nice. Just don't risk it. All booty is not good booty. Even if you do start sleeping with her, you're sleeping with each other in the break room, all this stuff. It's so exciting and that relationship fizzles out or it ends abruptly. And now the girl is upset about it. She can get you to lose your job. It's not worth the hassle, bro.
He is right. In fact, you will lose more than just your job. Your reputation will be on the line, your business and everything you have worked so hard to achieve will be ruined.
This is why a lot of men are minding their business rather than approaching women. Now pay attention.
Right now, you cannot legally interact with women without a consequence. This is true. There are consequences for approaching women in public. There are consequences for approaching women at the gym. There's a consequence for getting into a relationship with a woman where she could potentially trap you with a kid. Or she could also potentially put you on child support, alimony. If you have a child, she can come back 10 years later and say that you raped her. This is how much power that women have. And it's interesting because instead of listening to the grievances of men and understanding them, notice how women always blame the culture. They never blame women. And if you blame women, you become the bad guy. You become evil. Women are very influenced by the culture. Women are very influenced by their friends. Women are very influenced by their family. Women are influenced by everybody around them. Women are in control of the culture. The media caters to women. The laws cater to women. So who is responsible for the destruction of society? Women.
Women might have control over the culture and society, but they won't have control over us anymore. We, as men, have decided to take a different path, a path of isolation and avoidance, at work or at the gym or anywhere else.
So I've come to a conclusion that probably 35 to 40% of the men at the gym ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing fucking wrong with it. I feel like they're closeted though. Like, don't ask me how the fuck I know. I just fucking know. I don't make the fucking rules.
Shame, insults, and guilt, the classic sign of a low-functioning woman. And these low-functioning women use these tactics of shame, insults, and guilt when they are backed into a corner, when they are hurt, or they are rejected. So with that understanding of a low-functioning woman, place that scenario in the gym. So why would she say, call men, or a good chunk of men in the gym, why would she call them this, as she put it? Why would she call them that? And the likely scenario is nobody's approaching her. So they must be this, according to her, because they're not approaching her. Because I guess she's some high and mighty high catch or a great catch that men should be falling over her in the gym. And to get rejected in her eyes in the gym is a high crime, because the gym is one of the few places that is the majority men place and is acceptable. The gym is a guy space, and women in most times are invading this guy space and getting upset with the behavior of men in guy spaces. Understand that. The gym is a guy space unless...
This path clearly doesn't sit well with these women. The men at her workplace and the gym are not interested in her. She doesn't like it, and so she starts saying such nonsense.
And I don't know if y'all boys have just gotten really like good or like disciplined at like not like having eyes at the gym, but I used to go to the gym and like it used to be like all eyes on me type shit. And I'm not being like conceited or nothing, but it really used to be like that. And there's always a couple like few like creeps that just be like really staring at you, but the cute ones, I'm like, damn, like you know, the ones that like get you excited to go to the gym and like work out, like, bro, they don't even like look at you. Like, damn, y'all either got girlfriends loyal as fuck,
or maybe I'm just too focused on my lift in order to feed into your vanity. Or I don't want it to seem like I'm stalking you because my face got caught on your cameras because you turned my gym into a movie for your physical OnlyFans or your fitness OnlyFans. Or maybe we're just getting tired of hearing the nonsense about men need to leave me alone, but why are men not looking at me? Or maybe I thought that you came into the gym to be the best version of yourself, not realizing you were looking for emotional validation from Googling. Or maybe we're tired of your nonsense. Maybe we have other things on our minds. Or maybe we're just tired of women who don't mean what they say and don't say what they mean. Or maybe I'm more focused on my purpose and trying to make sure that you're emotionally validated. Those are some ideas.
These females can't stand life without male attention. They go to the gym half naked and train near us so that we can notice and stare. But the game is different now. Not a single man is falling into that trap anymore. Now, when you look at this woman and the man behind her who is very busy working out, who do you think is trying to be creepy? Why would you turn on your camera to try and accuse a man of something he didn't do? If you are so afraid of men, just train at home or find a female online gym.
Bro, I just seen a video. This girl trying to say, and I'm not on my Joey Swole shit. This girl, she in the gym, she recording herself doing some stretches, right? Mind you, the stretches she's doing are typically two people stretches. You know, like people pressing on your back, lifting your leg up. She's doing those kind of stretches, right? You don't normally see people do these stretches by themselves. There are stretches you can do by yourselves that are pretty normal. She's doing stretches that are mainly for two people. That's one. Two, right? She's recording. So cool, right? Guy behind her, he's lifting some weights, right? She's doing some stretches. So he turns around, sees her. He looks a little bit. Boom. He turns back around, does a little double take. He's like, all right, from the video, what I see is he looked, seen she was attractive, did a double take, as people usually do when they find somebody attractive, and then he gained the courage to go and speak to her. He didn't say anything crazy. He said, hey, I see you doing some stretches right there. You know, if you need some help stretching out, I got you, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know, I'm right here. She talking about something, now I'm good. He said, okay, cool, just let me know if you need anything, I'm right here. And he turned around and went and did his workout. How's that weird? She's looking at the camera as if that's like the most oddest thing that could have happened to her. Why is that weird? This is what makes men scared to approach women. Like, that's not weird. He's in public. You're in public. Because it's the gym, he's not supposed to approach you? What if the only places he goes are home, the store, work, and gym? What if those are the only places he goes? He's only gonna meet girls in those places, bro. Like, I met my girl at the gym. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. How is this weird? Can a woman please explain to me, how is this weird? How is it weird for a man to approach you because he doesn't know whether you could be potentially his next wife or not? Because that's how people meet. That's how your parents met. That's how their parents met. Everybody was strangers before they got married. So I'm not understanding what's so weird about a man approaching a woman, saying something to get her attention, her rejecting, and him going on about his day. Because if he did any more, then it would be weird. Cool. He did exactly what the fuck he was supposed to do. I'm confused, bro. I'm so confused.
These women don't even go to the gym to work out anymore. They are there to test us out and hope they will catch one on camera, moving his eyes around, and quickly post that with a sad caption. And when they don't get a man like they want, they get angry.
You're a single man in the gym and you have a gym crush. This is your sign to go talk to them because please, for the love of...
Do not do this. If you see somebody in the gym that you like, glance, move away. In the military, we called it the 3-second rule. You had 3 seconds to look and you turned away. You didn't sit there and gawk at people. The reason I say that is, fellas, how many women on this app, gym women, fitness women, have you seen get on here boasting about how they told some guy off in the gym, how some guy in the gym was a pervert, how they hate when men stare at them? And there was just a woman the other day that was telling me, that was talking to us on here, and she was telling a story, and she was like, hey, I wish that men would just not talk to me at all. Men would just stop talking to me. They would, don't approach me, don't say anything to me. I don't want you to look at me. I don't want you to do anything at all because it's so disrespectful. I'm a married woman. Well, we're not going to know that. And why would you be disrespected by somebody saying hi to you or holding a door for you? The lady was very explicit about, I don't want men doing anything for me at all. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want the door held. I don't want you to be polite. I don't want you to talk to me. And in her comments section was literally thousands of other women that were agreeing with her, saying shit like, yeah, they just don't get it. Men just don't get it. We're tired of being harassed by them. We're tired of being looked at by them. We're tired of all these things happening. And then these gym girls get on here, set up their tripods and stuff in the gym. They dress in almost no clothes. Half the time it looks like lingerie. You can see the camel snuff, the craters on their ass cheeks and everything else. They leave absolutely zero to the imagination, and they wonder why men stare at them in the gym. It's just gotten worse and gotten worse and gotten worse. And now here we are being told by a normal, beautiful lady like this, if I could even say that without, I'm a married man. I'm not coming on to you or anything like that. She's a beautiful young lady telling you that she likes to be approached. But for one of her, there's 20 other women that don't want to be approached, that think it's harassment or will claim it's harassment or try to bring a case up against you or try to embarrass you on social media. Don't do what this girl is saying. If you cannot platonically meet somebody at a coffee shop or something like that, or let the girl come up to you, it's not worth trying to get in trouble, especially with these young ladies now and the hardcore liberals. It's not a good idea. It's mainly Democratic liberal women that have been indoctrinated with a bunch of college bullshit that pull this card, and you can't even be a man and approach a woman anymore because you end up in fucking jail. Or you raped her, or you did something, inappropriate, and you didn't. You were feeding the cues. You were following everything that you were supposed to do, everything that's built up in you as nature would have it as a man. You were following that instinct of approaching something that fascinated you, that attracted you. You cannot do that anymore. You gotta walk away. Unfortunately, even though this advice sounds good, it's bad advice. Don't do it.
For the men that haven't yet accepted this new reality, it's time you understand that we are in 2026. There is not a single woman worth risking your life and work and reputation for. Join us and save yourself from the embarrassment of these wicked people.
I don't understand why people wouldn't hit on each other at the gym. You're there at the same time, at the same place with the same healthy hobby. And you know what you look like. You've seen each other in real life. Would you rather get hit on at the club? At a bar? Just make it make sense. I don't know. Personally, I'd rather have my gym crush hit on me at the gym. Okay, like instead of at a bar.
This woman can't understand it. She is a product of a ruined society. She thinks it's the old days where women were actually pleasant people to be around. But they are not. We realized this long ago, and that is why we left them. She is confused because she will never be on the receiving end of a fake accusation.
When are we going to realize that these expectations we have of men in the dating world are a little bit absurd? 6 feet tall, 6 figures, handsome, has to pay, has to plan, has to bring a gift? Are we serious?
And now, after we have made a choice to keep off completely, the realization is finally coming upon them. They all of a sudden seem to understand that they have crazy standards.
If a man can lose his life due to a false allegation, should the penalty for making a false allegation be attempted murder via false allegation? False allegations don't just ruin lives, they take lives. This is 17-year-old Jay Cheshire from the UK. He was a promising student with a bright future when he was falsely accused of rape. He took his life, but the story doesn't end there. A year later, that woman in that picture, that's his mother, Karen. She couldn't live with what happened to her son. And shortly after the 1-year anniversary of her son's suicide, she also took her life. This is John Coughlin. He was a professional U.S. figure skater, and he took his life shortly after false allegations were launched against him. This is Grant Townsend. He was 26 years old. People referred to him as a lovable rogue. He was falsely accused of sexual assault and acquitted at trial. But still, he took his life because he thought the allegations would live with him forever. And what about this young man, Inquisitor Ghost? We all watched this unfold in 2023. He took his own life on a TikTok live after multiple creators got together and accused him of being inappropriate with a minor. Allegations that were proven via evidence that was shown online that he didn't do. What about the story with Eleanor Williams? During COVID, she came forward on Facebook with these brutal pictures accusing a group of men of grooming and assaulting her. It later came out by her admission that she did it because she was bored. During the course of these allegations, 3 of these men attempted to take their lives. Now, she did face penalties, but not nearly enough for what she did to these men because she was bored. These are not isolated incidences. There's a pattern. You can search the internet and find story upon story of men taking their lives due to false allegations, many of them after they have already been proven innocent in a court of law, because the weight of allegations still stay with them. So I'll say it again. Women that launch false allegations should be charged with attempted murder via false allegations. And maybe then, just then, women will stop weaponizing their words to destroy men's lives.
What most modern women still don't understand is that even if we men meet all those crazy expectations and for some reason decide to approach them, we are putting our entire lives at risk. They have the freedom to falsely accuse us of a fake charge that will haunt our lives forever.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women, that it's better to be single, guys. And they're like almost proud, happy about the fact that they're gonna choose and make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
That us right kings. Let them feel lonely and abandoned. That is the only way to protect our lives. If possible, stay away from women as much as possible, at work and at the gym. That's the way to level up and to ensure you are safe. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video and share it with a man so that he can get his eyes open too. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.